I think when I tell people that I blow glass, a lot of you are picturing blown away. You're picturing a soft glass shop with a glory hole and all of that. My shop is a lot different from that. So here's a quick tour, okay? Here's my torch. All right, it's stuck to my bench. I have a little hand torch, but I don't really use it. This is my small flame, and then it gets a lot bigger, okay? I use rods, okay? And I use tubes. So they come like this. And sometimes we remake them. Like we'll layer rods to make new rods, or layer colors in a tube and melt that and pull that down into new rods, or layer tubes within tubes to melt that down into new tubes. Okay, and then after I make stuff, it goes in one of these kilns, which is not very big. Okay, it's not super deep, not super tall. I do have a larger kiln. This one's newer. This one's quite a bit larger, and it has all these different sized doors. So you can fit all kinds of different stuff in there. But I'm kind of a baby, and I don't like to carry heavy things, so I don't make a whole lot of large things. But I can. And then I have a lathe. This is a used lathe that we picked up, I want to say a year and a half ago, but only Scott has used it. I haven't used, well, I've used it with his assistants a couple of times, but I'm not really trained on that yet, just because it scares me. It's all big and expensive, and I'm afraid of breaking it or getting my hair stuck in it or something. But that's one of the goals, is to train myself on that and make some bigger things, like great big tall impressive candlestick holders is something I would like to make. Bigger vases, water pieces, stuff like that. That's something I could work on. I just really enjoy making little pendants and things like that. So here's some of my, this is like my color setup. I have so many colors. It doesn't really feel like it to me. I really hate when I get down to like 2 sticks or something, but this is a pretty good collection. And then I have tubes. Let's see. Yeah, I've got some tubes in here. So some of these, like this is from North Star. They're a company in Oregon, and they do colored tubing. So these are little sections that I would weld up and shape into things. And then I have some sections like this that my husband Scott made by layering rods between clear tubing to make custom colored tubing. So I've got all this prep to work with, and also Scott preps pipes, and he just leaves it on the blow tube, so I can put these back in the kiln, reheat them, add stuff to them. It's like having a bunch of canvases with the background already painted on. And sometimes I'll make him a list. I want a bunch of blue ones, I want a bunch of teal ones, and he'll do prep for me, or he'll make custom tubing for me, like the crushed opal tubing. So wait, I guess what I didn't show you is what makes the torch hot. It has to be, what is it, 3,500 degrees just to melt, somewhere around there. I use propane and oxygen, and I have my own oxygen system that pulls oxygen out of the air, concentrates and condenses it, And I have that in a room because it's a really, a different room. It's a really noisy system, but that saves me a lot of money. It's one of those big investments, but over time, over the years, not just the cost, it doesn't just cost or save me with the cost of oxygen, which is absolutely ridiculous, but the time loading up tanks, taking tanks to get refilled, driving the tanks back, risking getting in a car accident with tanks, risking dropping a tank on my foot, all that stuff. It's definitely been worth that. I also have, these are cases of tubes, mostly clear, but some of them are purple, pink tubes. So whenever I can, we will order a bunch all at once so that we can save on shipping and all that kind of stuff. We've been doing this for almost 12 years, around 12 years, something like that. So, you know, I didn't get here overnight, and it takes one good decision after another, and also a lot of failures. Like, we've made and broken a lot of tubing. Our first kiln died. This kiln has needed fixed twice. Like, there's a lot of maintenance and all of that involved. But yeah, this is my shop. This is where I work. I have my exhaust right there. It sucks everything out. This is how I blow glass. So if you check out my other videos on YouTube, I have some like full length, they're not sped up. I don't have very many, but I have a couple where I talk through it and explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'd like to do more of those, but finding a quiet minute when my kids aren't screaming to watch and rewatch and edit a video like that takes a lot of energy. But that's something I do occasionally. So check out my YouTube if you're actually interested in the process, and thanks for watching my little tour.